Welcome to Eco. Alright. Hey, I know, right? That band, oh my god, their flute player is pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie. Hey Jerry, how you doing? Happy New Year, man. And because it's the new year, we're gonna spam the favorite kitty emote. Ah! Is it my emote? No, it's your emote. It's the Lizzie emote, the best Twitch emote that I made for somebody else's channel. Definitely worth the $5 a month to keep this up going. Anyway, this is Eco. This is what an actual whole ass town looks like. I'm playing on my friend Devilore server, and the only way you can play on that server is to be a subscriber to his Twitch channel. It do be what it do be. But you can play single player, not recommended. There are official servers, but the really cool thing about having a private hosted server is that you can futz with things. So, let's get in. Shh, don't look at the password. It was a nice and quiet New Year's Eve for me. I was hanging out with Devilore and his lady love, Cherry Babam, while they were doing a couch stream. They were playing Eco earlier in the day, and they just kick ass. They have a town built, and we'll go visit it. And it does take a while, as you can see. It do take a while. The game itself was actually a lot of fun. One really interesting thing versus, say, Minecraft is that the fidelity, as you can see, is a lot nicer. I mean, it's still a block by block thing, but the blocks aren't pixel art blocks. And your character looks really cool, and you can dress them up a little bit. And we're gonna dig a canal because I need to dig a canal. Yay, I'm in my house. Alright, so this is my character. And this is actually a current Twitch drop they've got going on where you can get a captain's hat. Actually, you can earn them just by watching this and just leaving it on the background if you go wander off. Get a nice Hawaiian shirt. You get a pair of pants and a couple other things. It's in the Twitch drop thing. There's like 3 or 4 streamers that have special ones going on right now, and you can link your Twitch and your thing. And shh, don't look at that. And you can change. You can do like a webcam face tracking thing. I find it super creepy, so I don't use it. But a lot of the eco streamers do use it, and so they have like little icon in the corner instead of their actual human face. They have their character's face, and it tracks along how you move. And I find it super creepy, so nope, not using it. There are really nice tutorials. So the thing about Eco is a game that Eco is not only ecology, but it's also economy. Economy and ecology. So there's a big, deep economy, and there's also an ecology that you have to take care of. So you can do an industrial revolution, but you also have to keep in mind the pollution that's going to cause and take care of that so you don't like poison the planet. And the other thing is, it says find the meteor. The meteor is going to hit the planet if you don't shoot it down with lasers. And we're not nowhere near that one. Graphics on it, you can do all kinds of options here. Glass refraction, I haven't turned on. High quality water, I haven't turned that on either. Maybe I should. Show frames per second. And the frames per second right now are 80 something on this screen. They'll go down as we go through. And I believe the graphics can do better than this one, but the monitor the game is on can only do that. You know, it was a free TV from work. What can you say? And you can adjust the volume. The one thing it doesn't do that I wish it really would do is it doesn't do persistent sound if you tab out. I don't like that, but there is the arachnophobia setting is hilarious because there are spiders and it can kind of nibble on you. But what will happen is you'll see the word spider. It'll say spider, and there's a spider. And so, yeah, there's some various options of things you can do here. They have in Discord. I'm not sure if I'm in their Discord or whatnot, but it's a lot of fun. All right. So basically, building is set on a specific pattern. You've got tools that you can craft. Ooh, looks like I need to repair my shovel. Hang on, let me repair it if I can. And you can use this, and basically the really cool thing is there's all these basic things that I can make. I can make stone items just by starting. And let me see if I can repair my shell, because I'm going to be needing this. There we go. And it's like, repair cost is 2 iron bars. Where did I get them from? Storage. And this is where you can hoard for the horde. And so what you do is you can make what's called stockpiles. Yeah, I called the stone a Ragnarok because I'm that jerk. You can make a kiln to bake, kiln to make certain things. So you got like crafting tables that you can make, and basically you progress your economy over time. Yay! I have Phoenix credit, which nobody uses. And there's all kinds of options for community and government, and setting laws if you need to, and having homesteads. It's really, really cool. So basically, you start out, you can make a tool, workbench, and then you can make a tool bench, carpentry bench, a masonry bench, storage. Research table is going to be useful for learning new techniques. And a kiln, what is a kiln? I forget what the kiln actually does. Oh, this is one of the things I've been working on, is a bloomery. So I'm going to finish building the bloomery, actually. It's what I'm going to do first, so which means I need 25 wooden boards, which I can make over here. Use. Alright, boards, but I need... Oh, looks like I need to go chop some trees down. Let's go chop some trees down. Alright. Open the door. Sometimes I forget that, right-click does a lot of things. Okay, and so this is what the land kind of looks like, and this is the curvature of the earth. And so you're not going to be able to see for miles and miles and miles, and I think that's actually a really interesting way to handle game performance. So your game isn't drawing things way, way off in the distance. And so it has that advantage over Minecraft, I think. One of the other things the game has are critters, but they don't attack you. You can go hang out with the bison, they don't attack you. You can, So somebody built this road here, and I was kind of mad about it, because it's like, look, I picked this place because it was pretty, and you cut down my trees. But it's okay. It's okay. And so you can, like, dig stuff up, you can mine stuff. I started a little mine over here in the corner. And so basically different kinds of rocks will produce different kinds of things, and some of them are just the rocks. Like, here's basalt. There's some nice basalt. Oh, I can pick that up. Give me that. You can only carry one thing at a time. Not one item at a time, but one actual kind of item, and you can only carry so many of it. And so basically I went down here and then I stopped mining. And so what I really want to do, you can kind of see that there's something poking through there. And what I'm really looking for is iron ore. Oh, and I forgot to... Did I forget to get my... I did forget to get my... Hang on. So these are stockpiles where you can store things, and the game auto stacks it for you, which is really nice, actually. I didn't want to do that. Thank you. There you go. And now, this actually isn't on a stockpile, it's just kind of sitting here, but these are actual stockpiles. So, where did I put... Aha. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Where'd it go? Would you be mine? Haha. I'm a dork. Alright, where did my shovel go when I repaired it? In my inventory? No. It is not. That's my wooden shovel, but that's not what I'm looking for. That'll be too far away. gonna use that in a minute. Okay, where did my actual shovel go? Oh, I think it's probably still on the repair thing. Hang on. Durr. Yeah, there it is, duh. Alright. Game does look... It's a lot of fun. It looks really nice. It's pretty performant. Though, one of the other things you can see, like, below me, is the pie on the left is basically telling me I need to go find some food. Now, I do have some food in the fridge. I have an ice box, so we're gonna pop in here and see what I got. Now, see, there are foods that you can eat. Like, you can't eat these flowers. Can't eat that. Can't eat acorns. Not recommended. But corn, apparently, I really don't like it. But it will actually provide me with some sustenance. So, in terms of playing this game, you can play with like a small group of people. This server, because it's Devilors and he's got a community, he's not a huge one or anything. He's not gonna have like 5 billion people on the server tearing the place up. But what he does have, where are my tomatoes? I need my tomatoes. You can also make canoes, actual boats. He just made a medium fishing trawler recently, and it looks really. It's like, whoa, that's huge. But we're gonna go over here and go raid the tomatoes, unless somebody else has already done it. There's some tomatoes over here. There's some otters. There's wolves. My character likes tomatoes, and they're really good for her. So I'm gonna like steal all these tomatoes, because I really need to get some food into my character's belly. Now you can still do basic things without, like you can still run around. The game will actually not let you do things like actual, like, you can't dig up the landscape if you're hungry. You can't pick stuff up, but you can put stuff down. You can't use any of your crafting tools. So you gotta take your time and make sure you're eating food. And the economy is super complex. So I'm not sure if there's like a special setting that you can make it like easier in that regard, or you set it up so, hey, I'm only gonna do, these bits of the economy and we're not gonna do these other things. But it's pretty at night too. Give me the tomatoes. Give me the tomatoes. All the tomatoes. And I don't know what the respawn time is on them. I just know that typically in a single gaming session, I can't come back to these plants until, the next day. Oops, forgot some. Alright. So I got 57 tomatoes. They'll be good for right now. So let's go back to the house. And we are going to go chop a tree down. And you can make small, like, hand carts. There's a wheelbarrow that's a little bit rough to run around. There's this wood hand cart that I think I made. Did I make? Yeah, I made it. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Goes for many, many days. Yeah, and you can now also set the timer for how long it is until the meteor hits. SheGeek has returned to the game. SheGeek is awesome. She's one of my favorite people. It's something of an open secret who she is. If you're in Lois community. So basically I need this, but I need to move the crap in here out of this, because I need the space. Now, one of the fun things is you can't put, like, this is just kind of sitting here. This is like the storage chest inside the house. You can't put certain items in it. Like if I try to put this clay in there, it's like, nope. So there's like classes of, okay, you could carry this, you cannot carry this, and it's actually quite fascinating how this all works out. One thing I actually don't like about the game is the storage of the sand is very weird to me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to move the sand out the way. I'm just gonna leave it stacked up here, even though if it's not. I'm too hungry to do that. Alright. Time to get snacks. How you doing, Kevin? Happy New Year to you, my friend. And you can set, as you can see, the tags on the screen basically say where everybody's places are. And we're gonna go, while we're snacking here real quick, gonna free up the cursor. I'm gonna go take a look at the system of government. It's like super duper complex. People can name their... I started out at Agron's Landing. And you gain influence by how you get... There's like a mayor. You can set up, you know, rules on whether somebody can just auto-join your settlement or not. You can set laws and make elections. I mean, you can... It's like sim government, only hopefully without the assholes. And, you know, whatever. And then culture basically lets you expand your settlement size, but I'm not setting up a town, so I'm not worried about that. And you could talk about, you know, who's got the most things. Depot Wallachia, this is our leader's place. And Viridian Coast is basically running in second. And everybody else is just having fun. We're just doing our thing. And so that's the one thing. And then you can show your backpack, what's in it. Then you can show graphs. And you can open that in an external browser. And you can see what your objectives are. What people are doing. You can actually set something. I haven't set an objective, so... Like, these are all the players that are on the server. Haven't I set one? Where's my name? My name in here? I don't know. I'm unknown. Oh, I see. It sorts by people who are online first, and then goes from there. Then you can set some culture. You can say, how do you get culture, etc., etc., etc. There's Steam achievements for this, by the way. There are Steam achievements. And so I've gotten a couple of them. So I've gotten the one for just chopping down your first tree. Or, you know, gather however many whatevers. There's also the economy viewer. This is really cool. This will tell you, you know, the trades that have been going on, my income and expenses, my debts. Yeah, I haven't incurred any debts, unlike in real life. And basically, this is super duper deep. This will tell you where there are public crafting stations. It's like what kind of stations are, who is it, where is it at, what, you know, does it take any money to use? Currencies in use. Thai coin is named after Devilor's late cat Thai, who passed, I think in 2023, or was it late 2022? I don't remember. And hey, Morph and Chic Geek are actually married in real life. They're amazing people. So, do I owe them rent? I hope not. I think they just let people, because they're parents, you know, and grandparents, so they just let people hang out at their place. And they helped me out when I was first starting, as expected, because we used to play Ark together, and there's like a world chat. Oh my god, Meter Impact! Okay, so this tells you how many more things have spawned in the game. And then you can hover over things and see, oh my god. And one of the things you want to watch out for is you can't take everything of a like, for example, if you go on a rampage and kill every single bison out there, bison are gone from the map. They're gone. They're extinct. And so the same is true about everything. Every plant, every animal. If you take them all out and don't let any of them regrow. And, you know, if you kill them all, they never come back. So you gotta leave some alive. Leave some of them alive. So, unfortunately, they just changed from the winter stuff into the regular stuff because just a couple days ago, the elk, the antlers, were they weren't candy canes, but they're like peppermint. They look like peppermint candy canes. And the spruce trees up in the distance there, no, way back in the distance. No, it's not a spruce tree. But the spruce trees off in the distance had Christmas lights in them. Toku, how you doing? Just talking about eco with the peeps. And so basically I am eating until my stomach is full of tomatoes, which means I'm going to have a hell of a lot. And it'll tell you that you can't eat anymore. Stop eating. Alright. Happy New Year to you. And I cannot reach the thing from here. And there is a radius to how far you can reach for things. So like the ice box, I couldn't reach it on the other side of the house. So I'm coming over here to drop those in there to keep them a little bit better. Alright. So. Hi. You can make weapons to kill the deer because, of course, this is not a vegetarian society. Okay, so what I'm trying to do, let me get these rocks down here into Ragnarok because that's like the best pun ever. I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to take those. And I'm going to put them in this not stockpile. Here, hang on, shovel. There we go. Can't dig. Well, I want to dig. Oh, man. I just want to get this sand out of the way. Oh, whatever. And so, yeah, there is a lot of back and forth. So there is a lot of Stardew Valley kind of running back and forth, only without all the gameplay aspects of it. But it's super chill. The music is super chill, just like the music in Minecraft is super chill. There are no creepers. There are no things that'll murder you in your sleep. Or, you know, creepers that come out at night or anything like that. It's a cozy cooperative game, for real. It's a lot of fun. It's also a lot of work. And you will, if you start playing, you will start finding yourself being like, oh, where did those last 5 hours go? Not that it happened to me last night. I was mostly up late because I was hanging out with Laura and Cherry and ringing in the new year with them. It was a lot of fun. Alright. Come on, open up. Oops. Apparently I have a lot of stand. But the sky is falling, I know, right? And the game will tell you what people are doing. There's no way to stop it from telling people, it's like, oh, I just bought this thing at this place. Yeah, the game's gonna tattle on you. So I built a windmill, and I had a lot of fun trying to figure out how to get on the roof, because I don't have a ladder. I could probably build a ladder, but I found a way to put the windmill up there so it looked like it was, you know, not gonna come down. I didn't want it in front of the windows, basically. Alright. Got my cart. And we're gonna go chop down a tree. Come with me. So, one of the things I want to avoid doing is chopping down the trees close to where I live. What I want to do is chop the trees down that are further away. The problem with that is the simple fact that, well, you need to find ways to move your stuff around. So, but can you plant trees? Yes, there is planting of things. So, for example, if you manage to kill off all the, I don't know, all the oak trees, like these oak trees, and and you happen to have some oak seeds, you could, you know, and you have the right crafting, you can plant some oak seeds and all of a sudden there's oak again in the game. Alright, what kind of trees do we want to cut down? These are fir. They're a soft wood. It doesn't actually matter. I just need some random ass wood. So what I'm gonna probably do is find a tree on or close to the level of my house. Actually, this might do. And then what I'll do, definitely one of these oak trees will do as well. Alright, you're it. Just gotta place my cart down. You're gonna cut your tree down. You start out with some basic skills. And then you shout timber when you cut a tree down. It's so fun. So it's wood pulp, and then you do want to actually take out the stump, because that will clear the space. And trees will grow again. As long as, for example, from my understanding, as long as the trees have already started to grow again, then you're fine. Alright. So. Hello, prairie dog. And unlike Valheim, if you cut the tree down, oops, I can't carry anymore. Chuck them in there. If the tree falls on you, you're not gonna die. Unlike in Valheim. So, for folks who are like, well, part of the fun of Minecraft is the creepers and the danger, I'm like, okay. There's no... Yeah, stop it. This is more about the, the economy and the ecology of things rather than necessarily, making it into, an actual fantasy game with crafting in it. This is a crafting game with with a little bit of, it's not even really any fantasy. Other than this, we're on some weird planet. So there are Twitch drops available. There's some special drops available if you watch certain streamers, like Gassy Mexican. Well, you can get a sombrero by watching his stream. And I do have them. I just don't have them available to me, I don't think. Come on, pick up, pick up. There we go. Let's cut down this other tree. So the basic tools are stone. The next upgraded tools are iron, then it goes to steel, and then it goes to modern. But each one requires a higher tier of... Definitely a higher tier of industry. And stumps do take forever. Okay, so one thing I really want to point out here, one thing I want to point out is how it's really cool. Like, you hover over something, the tooltip will tell you how much it's going to cost to repair it, how much durability is remaining, where you can make it, who you can buy one for, how many they have available, and what does it do for you, and where you can sell it, what it can actually do, and anything that says like and more items, you just hover over it and it'll say, oh, it'll do this, blah blah blah. So for example, what I normally do is when I'm cutting these down, I'm going to go over to Knight's Head Point General Goods, to Crash's place, and I'm going to sell my wood pulp. So you never want to you can't throw stuff away. You can set it aside, but you can't actually just, right click and destroy it or drag it out of your hotbar and destroy it. It's going to place it in the world somewhere. So for right now, if I want to sell all of this wood pulp, then it would do me to sell it at Night's because Crash typically has the best prices. Alright. Come on. Let's go. Let's finish chopping up this tree. So yeah, this is a fun little game. I don't know how much it is on Steam. I was fortunate to get a gift of it because one of the developers was in Devilore's chat and just threw a couple of codes at him for the game. And Devilore did a giveaway, and I didn't win the giveaway, but SheetGeek did. And SheetGeek gave me the code because she says, well, I already have the code. I'll give it to Druid. I'm like, aw. And then Lore immediately said, yeah, because of that, we're going to set it up so people can only enter for themselves. And if you already have the game, don't enter the thing. And I kind of felt bad. It's like, very generous of SheetGeek. But I also adopted the rule when I did the Lotro Marathon on last Monday, on Christmas Day. This is why people could only win once, is because, or only enter once for themselves. Come on, you. Come on. Come on. Sometimes it's a little cranky. And sometimes it's best to go in first person. Especially when you're chopping wood down. I find it a little bit disorienting. So I don't use it a lot unless I'm doing something like this. Doing like precision work. And you can put signs on the back of this, like not license plates, but actual like signs. Like my friend Agron has one. His says like "Got Wood." Devilore has a rude one on the back of his because it's Devilore and he's a dork. All right, and then you can look at your inventory and see. Well, we could probably stick another tree in there. So let's go for a third oak tree. Well, these two are kind of close to each other. Let's go for this one. It doesn't actually matter which one you're using. We're going to look at the economy here real quick. And a couple of the other options. And I'm still super new to the game, so don't look to me for advice on how to best play Eco. I'm just stumbling my way through it. Alright, let's get some more wood pulp here. Man, only one bit of wood pulp? That's amazing. Oh no! So I can't put any more in here. No, I can. I just don't. Wait a minute. I can. Yeah, I can put some more in there. Just gotta keep an eye on, the weight of the thing. And one thing that I found that I really dislike is leaving. Oh no, I'm too hungry. Alright, let's snack. Let's have snacks. And you can also just single click and you'll eat it in 3 bits. Tomatoes look like that. Other foods, like if you get like a plate of raw fish, you'll have like a plate in your hand and you'll use chopsticks and you'll pick it up in like 3 bites. But tomatoes are good because there's some close to my house, as you saw. And it's also something my character likes to eat and does well in terms of giving me calories, which is what you use to consume and whatnot. Alright, I need to check something. Hang on. What are we doing? What are we doing? What's it doing? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. Alright, I can't eat anymore. Alright. Pick up my choppy. Pick up, slice it. gotta be careful, because I can't overburden that. Alright, I just pick... Come here. I might be able to get all this in... Maybe not. I don't think I'm gonna get it all, chat. Yep. Yeah, I won't take any more. Inventory is too heavy. But this means I probably will be able to get the rest of this. Maybe. I lied. Alright. Remember to come back for this. Oh, come on. Give me the push thing. There we go. No. And this is... There we go. Alright, this is where it gets a little bit wacky. Use your WAS keys, and you can take your cart with you. I did find out that the joystick on my Razer Charteris is not the best for this sort of thing. Move it, Bison! We'll turn you into meat. Alright, heading out. Take care. Pet the Lizzie for me, please. Take her for walks if it's not raining out there. Take it easy. Alright. Now, what I can do... I'd chuck that in there. I can't. Leave a couple spaces open. Yeah, I can just leave them there because as long as the storage is close enough to what I'm trying to do, it'll work. Now, what was I building? The bloomery? No, it wasn't this. Wasn't that the kiln? Was it in the kiln? It was. Okay, so I need to make a bunch of boards. So I use this for that. Boards! Alright, can make 24. And then what you do is then you expend your thing. And that's going to be percolating for a few minutes. And it shows up in the upper right how long that's going to take. So while that's happening, we're going to go and we're going to use our rock core thingy. And the one thing I miss, and Mockduck, I'm going to point you to this video later to watch the rest of it, because hit the Z button, you can pick up skills. And you can pick up all of these skills, the base skills, but you don't get anything just by having these. Like, I'm unspecialized, so I have to spend a star, which you earn a star by basically gaining character XP. So every day you get 1 XP a day, but your XP multiplier depends on your housing. And so apparently in 3 days and 21 hours, so just shy of 4 days, I'll get my next star. And then I can spend it anywhere in any of this. Now I have to actually learn how to pick up like any one of these. Like you can buy books from somebody that, well, for example, advanced baking, I have to find one of these scrolls, and apparently they have one for 2,500 Thai coin, which what? Nobody has one for sale. I did pick this one up because I found a cooking scroll. Did I pick one up? I thought I picked one up from them at South Shore. Or maybe I was going to, but never actually did. Maybe I was going to, but never actually did. That's very likely. Basic engineering. So people have discovered the, well, people are trying to learn that engineering exists. Gathering would be very helpful. Hunting also very helpful. 10th one has for $5 credits, but 10th probably hasn't logged in to update to Thai coin. Glassworking skill scroll, Moo House one for 50 Thai coin. I've been basically focusing on the smith profession. So I've used 2 stars. So I used 1 star to get here, 1 star to get here. And so now I can make steel items, but I need to find some iron before I can do anything else. I can do basic smelting and advanced. I probably shouldn't have spent a star on advanced smelting, I'll be honest. Because so far, all these are the ones I really need. But this is what we're going to use. We're going to go do some rock drilling and see if we can find some iron somewhere. So I don't know how this thing works. I've never used one of these before. So I'm going to make this look prettier in the future. Alright, here we are. What does this thing actually do? Oh, I see, I see. Hold it down, hold it down. Agrin, hello! How are you? Wow, there's a shit ton of granite here. Can I go any further? Okay, so basically 15 levels deep, there's nothing but granite. That's unfortunate. So this is a bad place to dig unless you wanted granite. So let's go find somewhere else. Let's try here. Granite. Copper. Yeah, there's a lot of copper ore near my place, which is very handy, except I can't do anything about it because I need to get another star to get something to be able to actually crush the stone. So granite for 15. Okay, so it only tells you what goes down 15. Okay. I see. All right. What we got? I'm tracking. So this is a very granite happy place. There's also some other things here. Crushed limestone, 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 sandstone. Coal? Hey, I'm a coal gremlin! I did, Agrin. I found a pretty spot that I wanted to be. I could be a coal gremlin. So this is decent. Let's drill right here. Because what I'm really looking for is iron. So it looks like there's definitely a pocket of coal pretty deep down here, but here's one of the things is I don't want to ruin this pristineness. Okay, I have an idea. I remember Bree Baby's mine. That's useless. Nothing but sand as far as the eye can see. Alright. I actually really like this. This is a lot of fun. There's dirt. A lot of limestone here. Uh-oh. I don't know, did I break it? Oh, I'm out of food, that's why. Happy New Year to you, Angren. Hope you and yours are doing well. I was keep hitting that button and I mean to hit this button. Okay, got some acorns. Put the wood pulp up here. Okay, so what I'm really looking for is iron. And I'm fairly sure that I'm not going to find iron around here, because from my understanding, iron comes from a desert biome more than anywhere else. But sometimes you can find it. Let me get in the hole. Right here. Sometimes you can find nothing but sandstone for 15 blocks. I think what I'm probably going to need to do is hop in the boat and go up here into the desert and see if I can find some iron. Or maybe go up here where nobody actually lives. Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up there and see if I can find some iron. Is dessert? Iron is dessert? Alright, I'm just joshing. Yeah, but there's a lot of copper ore around here, so there's some right up on that hill. But as you can see, I have a ton of copper ore. The problem is, the way I spent my stars is I got my smelting and advanced smelting, but what I don't have is masonry. Are the masonry is what I need? No, I need mining. I need to spend my next star on mining because I'm an idiot and forgot. I should have, instead of going to advanced smelting, I should have picked mining. But I won't get my next star for another 4 days. Blah. So I'm gonna go mine some iron. I'm going to take my... So I can get the wood out of this cart, though. And... I could probably throw some of them. Throw some in here. Throw some... I didn't mean to throw it there, but that's fine. Throw some there. I have a tiny stockpile. Why can't I put them in the... Oh, the wheelbarrow's already full of limestone. What I should probably do is take the limestone and make a mini stockpile of limestone. Sounds like a good idea, in fact. Alright, let's go. I don't want to drill. Put that away. Yep. This is the rattiest thing ever. Alright, we're gonna make a limestone thing over here. Fine. Later today, I'm going to play some DDO. I'm going to have a lot of fun doing that. Doing some stuff in Necropolis. The last 4 of the Whoop, I didn't mean the button. I just want to... See, when I don't want to push it, that's when it wants me to push it around. Or use it. That's annoying. But it is what it is. So, yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. This is very chill. I've been enjoying the hell out of this. Alright, come on up here. Come on, come on. There we go. Found some basalt there, which is really nice. Hold it. Hold. There we go. Up. No, there. That'll be fine. Yeah, that's gonna work really good. Wait, is it empty? It is not empty. How dare you tease me. Big Door! Afternoon to you too! Happy New Year, my friend. How you doing? Hope you had a good holiday. Come on. Fine. You know what? I'm just gonna do it this way. It's gonna vex me. Oh. So, you're playing Final Fantasy XIV, so I might as well make comment here since this is my place. One thing is you don't generally go to somebody else's stream and say, oh, this bad thing happened. But since it's my stream, I can say, oh, bad thing happened. I need the... I'll take it. So, this has nothing to do with the stuff in Japan. But no. I got a message from my half-brother on Facebook the other day, on the 30th. And he advised me that my dad's widow passed away. She wasn't really my stepmom. I wasn't raised by her and all. In fact, I barely knew anything about her until I was an adult. And so when my dad passed away, she basically inherited everything. Like a year or so before he passed, he basically changed his will and made everything out there. And there's nothing nefarious about that. Me and his other 3 kids discussed it amongst ourselves. We're like, yeah, we're not going to bother contesting the will. It is what it is. So I didn't get any inheritance from my dad. But she inherited his house, which, you know, for the first few years of my life, I actually, you know, lived at. So that was a thing. And then when he passed, well, she got the house. And now her kids, who are not his kids, she brought her own, you know, kids from a previous marriage to the relationship. It is what it is. And they're cool people. When Dad passed, we met them all I think I've seen some of them before. We've had like holiday meals together and whatnot occasionally. But, you know, we don't have a lot of big family life. But now my dad's house has officially passed out of my family and onto hers. Because I can't honestly imagine that she would... Alright, this is the last 11. Would put myself or any of my siblings into her will. I mean, she's got her own family. She's got her own kids. So, I imagine they got the house. And it's not a house that I necessarily would have wanted anyway. I mean, it's a really nice house in the country on the southern tier of New York. You know, very nice. But it was never really my house or a house that I lived in for very long. Excuse you! Alright, I'm going to move this over here. This one, yeah, the wheelbarrow is such a pain to drive. Alright, so now I can put these over here. Put these over here. And now I can take this with me. So if I want iron ore, I gotta go to the desert. However, I was also in the midst of building a canal. We're gonna go take a quick look at it here. And I haven't figured out how I'm going to manage finishing this canal. Agron, maybe you can shed some light on it when I get there. It's not that far away. Basically, there's this long island. Where's the map here? There's this long freaking island, like up here. Spencer cut a channel through here. I don't know why he kept that little tab there. It's really annoying. But I'm working on cutting one here, but I think I need to dig deeper or dig wider or both, because the water is not seeping through like I would expect it to do so. It looks like Crash is digging one here as well, so that's going to be really nice. Probably because he got tired of going all the way around and going this way. Nice ponds. I would have liked to have lived near a pond of some kind. But this bay was really, really nice. So I really liked it. Alright, let's keep going. You currently live in what was originally your grandparents' house. They bought it 30 years ago for $20,000. Hell yeah. It's not a big house. Obviously, you went to your mom when they died. And when mom died, I went to your brothers and I. Yeah. Your brothers and yourself. Yeah, in my case, Dad signed everything over to his now widow. And again, there's no animosity, no drama. It just... none of us were really raised by our dad, so... However, her kids, she brought them to the marriage. So, they basically had the benefit of having him as, you know, their dad for the rest of their growing up and whatnot. Okay, so let's go take a look and see what I'm doing here. It's a little bit of a fine art to paddle your canoes around. Beep, 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 beep. That's close enough. Okay. So this is what I have, and this is how far I've gotten the water to flow. And as you can see, what I was trying to do is just basically have it this deep. But it looks like, obviously, I think I probably need to dig deeper. Especially if I want, like, bigger ships to come through. But I think I need to dig the channel wider in some fashion. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work. Because some of the channels that I've seen, some of the other canals are not that big. I mean, like, they're as big as this one. This corner needs to go for sure, though. So, we're gonna do a little digging. Quadratic's weird in this game doesn't refresh his... Yeah, I know. And I've just been moving stuff off to the side because I don't really need much more of anything. Oh, by the way, I have the shovel that I can just basically do 3 at once here. So that's one of the benefits of having the iron shovel versus the wooden shovel. The wooden shovel can only carry 1 shovel at a time. The iron ones can do 2. I'm not sure what the steel ones can do. We're gonna take the corn, even though it's horrible, I can still eat it. So... maybe these need to be wider. Like up here. Can you physically move water like in a bucket? I do not honestly know the answer to that question, Agrid. Can you enlighten us? Let me up, let me up. There are no buckets like that, Nico. Well, there you go. Because that would have been my thing, to just like bucket some water in there. I like the bluebirds a lot. Bluebirds are some of my favorite. Actually, I have some bluebirds in my backyard. They're very pretty. Oh, I only got the one. Right. think what I want to do actually is maybe realign my stuff here. Yeah, I think that'll do. Crushed sandstone? Just don't tell me I'm doing this. Eventually the dirt will start growing grass on it again. One of the cool things about the game. Okay. So it looks like I probably need to clear this whole thing out first. So I'm thinking I might need to do. Yeah. I think that's what I'm probably gonna need. I needed another layer deep. That's what she said. Alright. Okay. There are no buckets. Also, you don't want to leave stones and wood in the open like this too long. It counts against pollution if they aren't stored in a stockpile. Got it. So I need to make some stockpiles to put them in. Okay. So it sounds like I need to make a whole bunch of stockpiles. Yeah. So maybe I should go back and do that and make the stockpiles and then do a little bit of work cleaning all this stuff up. That sounds like a good plan, doesn't it? Though it looks like we're finally getting to where the water's starting to flow through. So that's also a good thing. Though I do like the fact that I'm standing here and oh, suddenly I'm in the water. And suddenly I'm not. Suddenly I'm in the water. And suddenly I'm not. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Get this out of the way. Put you up here. Pardon me. Yeah, let's go back and make some stockpiles, because that's been there the longest. It's been there like a couple of days now. I'm not gonna take anything with me. I'm just gonna get to where I'm going. Come on, paddle. Let me paddle. Let me paddle my canoe. Oh, come on. Seriously? Fine. Sometimes you just gotta throw yourself in the water. So yeah, Agron, I found this really nice place that I really enjoy. The scenery, and it's like halfway between your guys' place and Laura's place, so I can go in either direction if I really wanted to. See, there's Molly's store right there, and Brandon Wolf's business. I don't know. That's basically in Devlovakia. Pick a direction, Druid. No, don't swamp the boat. Don't swamp the canoe. There, that's fine. And I do plan on making like some kind of stairs or something up here. I just haven't yet. Alright, let's go in here. And let's go make some stockpiles. Okay, so I can make 8 stockpiles. So let's go ahead and do that. There, and that's gonna take 8 minutes. Well, what can we do now? We can do a... we're waiting on that. Let me go see if I can find some iron. Iron Maiden. Excellent. Come on, you. Paddle. Wrong button. Okay. Where are we going? Going to the desert. So I don't want to go near where everybody else is necessarily building. So what I want to do is go south. Let's go south to the desert. See if we could find an iron place. I'm already poor. I already spent most of my Thai coin stimulus. Oh my god! It's the meteor! Watch out! Ah! But it'll be so nice to not have to go like the entire length of this island to cut through to go visit Crash's place. Because I'm going to go sell stuff at Crash's place while I'm at it. No. I think I kind of like the fact that you can't hide from people in this game. Like, everybody knows what you're doing. Everybody can see you. But I find it is, like, it's a case where you can basically not just be seen per se. Wait a minute, I need to go here. That's a lot of desert. So I think eventually what they're going to try to do, I think, is build... Well, there's a road going all the way to Devovlakia. So I just need to find a place that nobody else is digging right now. That might be the harder trick. What you doing, Thief Kitty? He's having a little morale in the other room. Gonna pop in here, and then we're gonna head that way. I like how the moon reflects on the water. In Lotro, they have some really cool new water effects. Unfortunately, what they don't have is it's not tied to the actual moon that they have in the night sky. The skybox doesn't work with it, which is kind of unfortunate. Alright. I don't know why it does that, where it starts turning you to the left, right as you were intending on turning to the right. Do 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 do. Alright, let's buy something here. Actually, we're gonna sell something because he wants... Oh, Saguaro, Joshua logs. Oh, right. Some of these are in places I don't dig. But he wanted wood pulp. And he wanted 100 and some odd. So, I don't have many, but I do have 86. 87, apparently. Oh, that's right. I have to click the thing. Quantity wanted... Well, 87 is it. I will sell you 87. So I'm going to get 4 Thai coins out of it. Ka-ching! Thank you, Crash, for having the best price on wood pulp on the game. Alright, let's go to the desert. Let's go south! This game is so pretty. It's a long, long journey. Literally nothing around me. It's just like the open ocean right here. Oh, there's something finally. But it's fading. It's sinking. Eek! Oops. Let's have a snack. Gonna need to find some more tomatoes. Oh, we're almost there, chat. Look at there. You need to find something with fats. Well, this is true, but I have no means to make any foods right now. I could get fish. I could fish. I like raw fish apparently. But I'm basically here. Beans? There are some beans near where I live. Not many though. But speaking of beans, my dinner is gonna have beans in it. Kidney beans because leftover chili from a couple weeks ago. I put the leftovers in the freezer because I'm not a dingbat. Alright, let's see if we can go find some iron. Let's park ourselves here. Apparently, we're gonna ground our boat because we're that idiot. So let's unground it. I'm just gonna pick it up. There we go. Let's go find some iron. This would be way too easy. Hello? Hello? Right here is some iron ore. That's good. See if there's a lot of it, but let's see. It might be just a little pocket. Yeah, might just be a little itty bitty pocket. Okay, so we know there's iron there. Let's go a little bit further inland. Because what I want to find is a place where I could just like dig into the mountain. And not have it look like crap, quite frankly. Alright, iron ore. Iron ore. Iron ore. Guess what? I think I'm gonna be building some iron, or digging up some iron here, kids. Alright. I think there's some right here, actually. Isn't that iron ore? Yeah, it starts off with iron ore. Some dirt. Hollow? Does that mean there's a cave down there, or somebody's already digging there? Yeah, because I can see the bands on this means that this is pretty much iron right here. Okay, it's all sandstone. It's all sandstone. There's definitely iron ore here. Okay, so it looks like this mountain, this bit over here is the best spot. Let's see if there's anything over this away. That looks all like sandstone. Oh, there's some iron ore. Yeah, I think this is pretty much where I'm going to be building or doing my iron mining. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to, not that, I'm going to put a marker here. Drop a marker. And we're going to name it, and we'll make it gray. Okay, so this is a good spot, but I also am noticing how close it is to other things. And so if I look on the map, for example, well, it's a pretty long distance to these places, so I think I should be okay. So I'm not seeing anything that looks like somebody is actually building here. So maybe I could put down like my campsite. Can I do that? That way somebody could see that, yes, there's somebody actually working here. I don't know. What you think? Alright, let's get back to the house. Maybe I should put the thing here, like on this bit. Yeah, maybe here is where I should put the campsite thing. Druid's mining pit. Alright, let's do that actually. Let's take that out and drop a marker. And we're gonna call it iron. And I know that nobody else can see these markers except me. And I can't associate it with a settlement. I get that. Give me the color. Make it a gray. And then we'll click it there. Alright, there's my iron mine. So let's go back and get a couple of our stockpiles. Look at the vultures. Oh, they're bluebirds. Okay. We were gonna build a thing. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Keep hitting the escape button like it's gonna bring my thing to the fore. Alright. 10. Put the boat in the water. Pedal. Oh no! Let's have some snacks. Wait, I can't just put a stockpile there. I'd have to move my whole homestead. Okay. Because I'm not actually, my campsite is not actually placed. It's in storage right now. So basically I could just dig there and just have to take stuff one at a time to the house. Or boat at a time. That kind of bites, but it is what it is. Alright, let us paddle. Across the wide open ocean. Can't set up. Yeah, see, that's what I'm wondering is, can I set up an outpost of some kind, or do I have to have a special outpost thing? But I think there was something Laura was talking about on the stream last night about how he wasn't happy. Like, all the land claim things can only be attached to a homestead itself. And I ain't moving. I already moved once. As long as I can dig up the iron there, I'm not going to be too fussed as long as somebody doesn't like roll in and clean the whole place out. What happened to that crab? Just like whoop. Alright, we need to go a little bit to the west. I wonder how you get a stockpile that freaking huge. Because holy crap, I could use one of those. They changed it with the recent update to townships before you could have server outposts. Yeah. Yeah, I think Laura was talking about that last night, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. It was very late. I think I went to bed, and I felt really bad because Laura and Cherry were talking about GTA RP, and, you know, and whatnot. And I was like, man, I really want to stay and listen and hang out and chat, but it's 5 a.m. and I need to sleep. I still wound up... I think I woke up around 10:30 this morning because my alarm went off at 10:30. And then Thief Kitty went off at 11. And Thief Kitty kept meowing and kept clawing at the bathroom door. He thought I was in the bathroom, the upstairs bathroom, where the other kitties live. Because that's what he does when he's hungry and he wants to be fed. And he thinks I'm in the bathroom. And most of the times it's when I'm actually in the bathroom. And he's like, well, feed me, feed me. Then I went back to bed after, well, when he's in the bathroom this morning and fed the other kitties. I think he was mad that the other kitties got fed before he did. And so they got fed. And then I finished, I was reading Laura Pickett, The Two Towers. And I just wanted to finish, I was on the last damn chapter. Of Frodo and Sam and Gollum and Shelob and the orcs. And now because I've been hanging out with Professor Corey Olsen for 7 damn years, the 7th anniversary of exploring Lord of the Rings is tomorrow. Yeah. And it's going to be pretty exciting. What is, okay, otter? That's a magic otter. It's a magic otter. He's laying on your bed petting your aunt's puppy, and the jealous ass dog came over, laid down on top of the puppy. Oh! See? And actually, the reason the other kitties get their own room, they have the upstairs bathroom all to themselves, and it's not a huge bathroom, but it's not a tiny one either. It's because Thief is a bully. This is his house. I just pay the mortgage for him. His thief will not let them be at peace. And I've tried to, acclimatize both of the, them and him. And he's old. He's 18 years old. He's cranky. It's his house. And he knows it's his house. I'm still kind of sad that the elk can no longer have their festive antlers, and the spruce or the fir up in the woods there don't have Christmas lights anymore. I was thinking about digging away this little bit of the bay to like make this, take out that little tongue sticking out there, but I kind of like this as a little parking spot. It is a little bit annoying though, I'm not gonna lie. But sometimes I, park correctly just like that. See? Except that's not a good way to park. Come on. There we go. It's a floaty. It's floating. It's fine. Alright. Let's go get our stockpiles out of storage. Okay. Where are my stockpiles? Okay. Here they are. Alright. So I've got 8 stockpiles I can spend. I'm going to actually put a couple of them here. Because I want to get these all cleaned up. The problem with these stockpiles, though, or these is I want to put the stockpiles where those are, but I have to move them to put the stockpile down. Build a dock for your canoe. I'm thinking about it. Alright. I'm going to... Alright. I'm just going to put these down wherever. I'm not too fussed about them. Actually, let me get the basalt as well. Yeah. I'm not worried where they're going. Okay, so what we're gonna do is drop all these down here real quick. Alright, we're gonna place our stockpile right here. Not there. Not there. Here. Boop. Alright, and then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put all this into here. That's not what I wanted to do. Ah, stop it. I'm not sure why it's not letting me Get those. Drop the basalt wherever you want. How much is in there? I always got plenty of room. One more row. Want to clear it out. Let's go down the last stockpile. Or the next stockpile. Ah, stop it. Now, I should be able to... There we go. Nice. Stop it. All right. Stop clicking on it. Stop clicking on it. All right, now I can get all these in there. On you. There we go. Nice. And so I still have 6 more stockpiles that I can use for stuff. I think the sand is not in a stockpile. So I need to put another one down. Oh. This one's gonna be a little bit tougher because I can only carry 3 sand at once. Okay, so so only the sand is actually not in a stockpile. Okay. Nice. Take care, Agrin. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the reminders about the pollution. Because we don't want to be causing any of that. Alright, I'm actually going to take this out of there. Oh, wait. What? Fine, I'll stick it in there. That's what he said. Alright, I'm going to take this tiny stockpile with me. There we go. Yeah, everything else is in a stockpile. Alright, so now I need to put down a couple of stockpiles where I've been digging my canal. Alright, let's go back to... Well, we need food, for one thing. Do have some corn, which I do not like eating, but I will eat it. Blech. Okay, so... Back to the canal for some more work, because I do want to get those stockpiles taken care of next. And there's some corn nearby that I can go pick up while I'm at it. Because I do want to get that canal sorted out soon. And we got about another hour. So yeah, that's been nice. I can also just sit around and do some fishing. As long as I can catch some fish, I can then make fishy foods. There's a nice tuna. I noticed, like, raw fish, like, not prepared for food, but just, like, tuna and whatnot, like, fish that you get out, like, the sharks, didn't have a timer on them, a spoiler timer. Which seemed kind of weird to me. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so we need to put a stockpile for these. So I'm going to put the stockpile like right here. Can't I? See, right there. I think I'm going to do is put the other stockpile over here. Kind of want to put it like right there. So I want to put like the sandstone in that stockpile and then the limestone in the other one. That's because I'm a weirdo. Ah, stop it. Let go. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't have enough room there. Let's dig these out. Put this over here. Oh, I can't do that. I should probably put some of the sand under there. Because I know Laura doesn't like it when we have like weird-ass hanging structures. There's just enough to make it happen, too. Perfect. Okay. Alright, back to digging. Back to digging. Let's pick these up. I think we are gonna dig. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just chop up. I think I want to do this bit here. Okay. I think maybe this one as well. Whoops. Well, I didn't mean to go that deep, but hey. Take it. Take it. Okay, so that's clay. I do actually want to get the clay. Put the clay in my boat. Because clay has not been very common where I've been building before. So I haven't really seen it before. What's that? It's just dirt. It's just dirt. So I definitely want to get that clay out of there. Alright. Put some clay in the boat. Alright, let's do a bit more digging. Sand. It gets in everywhere. And let me up. There's something in there. Come on. There you go. A bit of limestone. Let's get some more limestone since we're chopping down the limestone. a stone over here, too. See, it's very chill, this game is. I like it. A lot of fun. Definitely very complex, for sure. Still not understanding why that exists. Hi, shark. Shark, shark! He's a pretty shark. Pretty shark, do 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 do. Pretty shark, do 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 do. Yeah, I just did that. I just did that. I don't understand this. I don't understand why there's a hole there. What is that? What is that? Crushed iron ore. No. I kind of do want that. You're slowly getting there. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh no, I'm too hungry and I have no food. Alright, there's some corn over there. We're gonna go eat the corn. Oh, yep. When you're too hungry, you can't even sprint. Give me sustenance. I shall have sustenance later after the stream. Because I will be eating some leftover chili. I'm going to put some oyster crackers in it. Ooh, there's tomatoes. I forgot there were tomatoes here. Hell yeah. Tomatoes. Oh, there's some more tomatoes over here. Hell yeah. Apparently sunflowers do nothing except look pretty. Seems kind of weird. It's like, why don't we have sunflower? Not enough room in the inventory? Oh, wow. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Inventory. Let's put the corn in here. Put the tomatoes over here. Why is there not enough room in my inventory for tomatoes? I don't understand. So let's eat some tomatoes. Alright, let's get back to our work. Now that we can sprint again. I'm gonna put the sand up there. I gotta place it. I see some of the water like under there. That's a bit odd. Okay, there's something there. We're getting there, chat. So sometimes I can, I can go over here and just kind of aim the camera around to see where things are. I see this. I don't want that. Did want that. Let's get that up out of there, out of the way. It is harder to dig when it's dark out, that is for sure. There are torches in the game and, braziers and stuff you can put down, but I never really felt the need. Oh, I T-posed there for a second. Okay, so let's see what we're missing here. There's still some stuff here, but it doesn't look like it's the stuff that's in the way here. Thief says hello. Well, it looks like I probably need to take one more layer down. I think both of them just want me to dig one layer down. Let's get some of this sandstone out of the way, though. Fifi, why are you howling? I feel like I'm kind of parting the Red Sea, or unparting the Red Sea, as it were. Like I'm Charlton Heston or something. Oh, hi! Oh, is that gonna be the way of things, is it? It's very promising. Yeah, I think what I'm going to need to do is dig down another layer. That's a lot of red sandstone, though. Feels like there's something else in that water, though. I can see it. Let's finish this up. I have a theory. I got a theory. It could be bunnies. And then later this evening after supper, I am going to hop on Hardcore League and work on the last quests of level 11. Which will be 4 quests from the Necropolis and 4 quests from Ravenloft. I have a theory. Let's try something here. Hi. I wonder, chat. Thing is, I'm gonna have to pick all these up anyway. It'll be easier if I look. Yeah, it's a lot easier doing it this way. Though you understand that first-person mode does make some folks seasick, and it does make me a little bit as well. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Whoa! What just happened? Oh, I ran out of, whatever. Okay, I got it. Don't leave yourself too hungry for too long, apparently. So you don't die in this game. You don't drown. Basically, I was in the water and I ran out of stamina. Alright. Let's get back to it. You getting there, chat? As soon as this gets full, I'll start parking stuff in the other stockpile. But I think we might have solved most of our problems, chat. I do want to get that out of the way. Sploosh. looking for the gray ones. Oh. Sploosh. Come on, you. I think part of the issue now is this stuff is too deep. But I do need to pick it up. I want to pick it up and be responsible. Okay. Inventory done before. I shouldn't be able to mine further than I can pick up stuff. That should not be right. No, I at least can pick this stuff up. Okay, those are the red ones. I'm very puzzled. I'm very puzzled. Well, I am indeed very puzzled. Why are you meowing, thief? Why are you meowing? What's your problem? It's only 6 o'clock. It is not time for you to have food. How big is... how full is this? Very full. 2 more runs and that will be it. It will be very full. And a stockpile can only take 18 more. Okay, so that one is completely full. I could take literally one more. There we go. Get these sandstone out of the way. I think I've got them all. Start putting them in there. Alright, now, how to make this go? I think I'm gonna need to dig my way through the rest of this. We're almost there, though. We are definitely almost there. It'll be easier to see when it's light again, though. Let's see what happens if we dig here. How about here? Here. I think what I should probably have done, honestly, was to leave the two wall, like leave a thin wall up on both sides and just excavate in the middle, all nice and neat without any problems, and then chipped away at the walls. Next time I dig a canal like this, that's what I'm gonna do. There's always a reason for why the physics works the way it does, and so it's just a question of understanding what it's trying to do. It's hung up on something in either case. And I wish I could look at better further underwater. Getting toward the end of our time together today. I'm looking at my next stream being on the official DDO channel, probably. Well, it's not gonna be probably. It's gonna be definitely on Thursday. Nifnimal on Thursday. Alright, let's go put this over here. It's raining, it's pouring. It's also 6 o'clock, so... Feels like there's something there. Ah! Let me up, let me up. Get out of the water. I'm feeling really hungry right now. I do actually want to go do some iron mining. Hopefully nobody's gonna go, you know, mine all the iron there. Ooh, I need to get these as well. Let's go pick these up. Nope, we're not digging. We're taking. Oh. Hold still. Let's get some of them out of there. So I think I did some really good work, some real deep progress, pun intended. I still have a lot of work to do though. So a lot more work to do to get this thing done. Blech. My character is not fond of corn. Yep, let me out. Yeah, that's gonna bother me, honestly. Oh, hello? I really want to go pick those up. They're so deep now that I can't reach them. So why is this one not doing it? You have to see what key is set to dive. Yeah, I should do that. Control. Dive, dive, dive. Well, that's super helpful. Thank you, Volvo. How you doing? I was just getting ready to get out of here, too. At least I can hit E while I'm diving. And I imagine that diving takes up more of your stuff. Dive, dive, dive. So I'm still a little baffled about why the water isn't flowing through. And I'm sure it's always something's just missing. Ah, wrong button. Yeah, what I should have done, and I didn't realize this until later, is what I should have done is left a thin barrier here, dug the entire channel out, and then cut it open. That's what I should have done. But, you know, things you learn in retrospect. Let me out. Let me out. Come on, let me out. Ah! Put that back. Okay, that I do not understand. It's like I have this thing right here, so it's like, well, how do I get this out of here? That? Does not seem to have done the trick. Happy New Year! Hope everything's going okay for you as well. It's going okay. This is basically all we've done this year so far. I did finish rereading The Two Towers for the first, which I reread every damn year because I'm that nerd. Okay, what about this? That did not clear it. Just relaxing. Well, unfortunately, I'm about to head out of here because it is dinner time for me, so. So there's basically a space here for no explicable reason. Aha! That's what I need to do, is go to that spot and dig a hole. Except they did dig a hole. And it's still got stuff in it. The floor of this canyon is just super janky. Sandstone. Now let me out. Okay, we're not full yet. There's got to be a reason why this is solid ground. Maybe that behind it? It's like a mystery. Oh, somebody's hitting me up in Slack about something. Sorry about that. Had to do a little bit of university work. Or at least answer somebody on the university Slack server. Okay, so something is causing this to be solid ground, and I thought it might be this thing here. Aha, no, that wasn't it. Damn it. Maybe it's this here that needs to come out. That does not seem to be the case. There's another one here. Expecting I'm just gonna have to take out this whole damn thing here. But I don't think I'm gonna get to it all tonight. Because I'm already feeling the rumblies in my tumbly. I need to get those two. Whoopsie doodle. I didn't mean to do that. Maybe I need to move that. No, I think it's still in need of some work here. I'm trying to find out what it needs to be having done here. I don't know. All I know is I'm having bad brain moments. My cat would like to say hello to everybody, apparently. Yeah, I'm still able to stand here, and I do not know why. It's too dark for me to see. Alright, I'm gonna think about this some more, and I'm gonna go put my character back home. And I'll keep working on it tomorrow. No! Learn how to canoe, Druid, Jesus. There we go. It's almost there. Put in a lot of work on it today. I found a place where I'm gonna iron, get some iron ore, which is what I really need next, honestly. But the rest of the evening is going to be playing some DDO because I need to go finish my 11s. So that'll be fun. I might work on it like super, depending on when I get my 11s done. If I get them done before midnight, I'll probably hop back in and keep working on this, and then maybe go mine some iron. Wow. Why are you meowing? It's not your dinner time. It's not even 7 o'clock. Why are you meowing? I have to work back to the usual schedule tomorrow. So my staycation is over, alas. And honestly, I only took 2 days off more than I normally would have. Okay, I had a half day on Christmas Eve. I'm sorry, I had a half day on New Year's Eve. I hate when I do that. All right. E. All right, let's take that clay. Let's go put it in somewhere. And apparently I can't fit all the clay in. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'll take it out of there. Didn't I have some clay someplace else? Yeah, I thought I had it here. I'll stick it there. Alright. It's time for me to go. Go, 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 go. Close my door. There's nothing up here because I haven't furnished it yet. Oh, wait a minute. I still have clay in my inventory. Come on. We'll do it this way. Meow! 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 Doesn't clay stack? See, it's one thing I wish, like, you could pick up, like, up to 10 clay, but it stacks to 5 in your stuff, and that's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Anyhow, I'm gonna call it. Thank y'all for being here. I will see you next. I will be on the DDO stream on Thursday, Lotro stream on Friday, my usual time on Lotro stream, because Professor Corey will be back. And then Saturday, I will be here. I'm hoping maybe I'll get back to streaming in the evenings as well on Thursday, Friday, but I also have a lot of other things I do need to get done, so we shall see. Anyhow, be good, be good at it, and I highly recommend Eco as a fun game to play. And yes, you as well, Bulger. Have a good rest of your day as well. By the way, Twitch drops. There are some special late night Twitch drops for Cream, spelled with 2 R's. Burke Black. I've met that guy in real life. Cletus Buford. And who's the last? Oh, Gassy Mexican. 4 of them have special late night drops of a sombrero for Gassy Mexican. Burke Black is going to have a pirate hat. Cletus has a cowboy hat. Cletus Buford. And Cream has like a punch clock or something like that. No, he has a treasure backpack, which I need to actually get set up on my account, but I'm going to do that later. And there's also like a time puncher, like a punch clock. And so hit those up. But you still, at least for my channel, you can get the basic Twitch modes. I think they're ending on the 4th. But the ones for those 4 guys are on the 26th. So definitely go check out some Eco streamers. Devilor is not one of those special. I've got a unique custom item in the game because of my channel. But he also streams Eco a lot. He may or may not be streaming it tonight. I do know he's got D&D because it's Monday. So if he does, it'll be later. But you can do what I did is I didn't actually watch. Okay, true story. I didn't actually watch the streamers. I popped their window up and another like pulled the tab out and moved it on the screen and just made sure that nothing like it was the primary tab on that version of Chrome. And muted the channel and earned the rewards that way because it was super duper late and one of them wasn't done before I went to bed. So anyhow, be good, and if not, can't be good at it. So bye now.